Thank you so much, my God, Jesus.
Stop it! No! Fury is down!
For my family, for my country. Slava Ukraini!
Hey Ringsiders, what's going on? This is your host, Boxing's Objective Observer, and welcome back to Ringside Stories. Or if you're new, we make content regarding boxing through mini documentaries, post-fight reviews, backstories, and much more. So if you enjoyed that type of content, feel free to subscribe, thumbs up, and hit the notification bell for the latest here on Ringside Stories. Thank you so much for your support in advance. So, Oleksandr Usyk has done the impossible, becoming the first undisputed heavyweight champion of the world in the four-belt era.
Батьку, ти чуєш мене? Ми це зробили!
Now, Ringsiders, my first Fury Usyk post-fight review was taken down, and so I decided to re-upload the Fury Usyk post-fight review, but with some slight additions to it. I think Oleksandr Usyk won the Fury Usyk fight for undisputed more convincingly than I already did just after the fight. So for all you have watched the first Fury Usyk post-fight preview here on Ringside Stories, there will be certain things that you've heard before, but also some new additions. So let's talk about 5 takeaways of Fury Usyk. Number 1, great undisputed fight. Respect to both Oleksandr Usyk and Tyson Fury. We waited 25 years for an undisputed heavyweight clash, and boy did we get one. Fury Usyk had a bit of everything, a bit of drama, a bit of controversy, especially after the fight.
And you know, his country's at war, so people are siding with the country at war, but make no mistake, I won that fight in my opinion.
That could have been in the heat of the moment. There was an undisputed world championship at stake. All eyes of the world were zoned in on Riyadh, Saudi Arabia for Fury Usyk. So coming after that type of fight with that prestige, I'm pretty sure that Tyson Fury's ego has taken a huge blow. It's not the most tactful thing to say because, in my opinion, Oleksandr Usyk earned that victory inside of the ring. Now, what made Fury Usyk a great fight was the ebbs and flows during the fight. Usyk started fast and, in my view, won at least 3 of the first 4 rounds. Fury clearly needed the first 2 rounds to settle in as he engaged in a high-level chess match between 2 highly skilled heavyweights who proved why they were unbeaten up until this fight. However, apart from the odd jab, body shot, and some showboating, which was the most I've ever seen Tyson Fury do in a professional boxing match.
Because there ain't a man out there born from his mother that can stop me.
Honestly, the Gypsy King didn't land that much, but it did set the stage for what would be this amazing undisputed fight between Fury and Usyk. Number 2, Tyson Fury's tactical error. So it was Oleksandr Usyk who dictated the pace. Fury, to my surprise, fought on the back foot longer than expected, and Fury fought on the back foot almost exclusively during the whole Fury Usyk fight. And unlike many fights, Fury fought orthodox throughout the whole fight. And so despite the clear height and reach advantage that Tyson Fury has, he chose to not lead with his right, thus not switch to southpaw, which was a bit surprising to me, especially since Usyk hasn't fought a southpaw in a while, certainly not a top super heavyweight. Not sure if Fury would have won anyway, but apart from switch hitting, Fury just didn't adjust enough in the fight. He didn't implement the tactic he had success with against Steve Cunningham in 2013. And more recently, his fights with Deontay Wilder. Against Oleksandr Usyk, perhaps the WBC champ didn't want to engage in a jabbing contest from the southpaw stance. Fury acknowledged Usyk not only had the hand speed advantage, but also in a war blow for blow on volume, Fury acknowledged that he would be outgunned. And so Fury was wary for Usyk's counterpunching and punches in bunches and chose to sharpshoot and tried to counter himself. By round 4 or 5, it seemed as if Tyson Fury found his rhythm, and in round 6, Fury did put it on Oleksandr Usyk with a shot mentioned in my preview, giving Fury the most success. The same mean uppercut that knocked out Dillian Whyte back in 2022. He buzzed the Ukrainian unified heavyweight champion of the world. Fury got Usyk on the back foot, and this is where I believe Fury needed to put Usyk if he wanted to have success in this fight. Round 6 was the round that Fury changed the tides, yet should have been all over Usyk like white on rice. Yet either he couldn't or Oleksandr Usyk was just too skillful, able to recover from this crisis. By far, round 6 in Fury Usyk was Tyson Fury's best round, and Tyson Fury wasn't able to get Oleksandr Usyk out of there when this was the perfect moment to really step on the gas and put it on Usyk. Though badly hurt, Usyk was sensible, moved away from danger, and finished the round. Number 3, competitive, not close. Again, Fury Usyk was a great fight, lived up to the event that an undisputed world championship fight is supposed to be. It was buzzing during the fight. There were ebbs and flows, as mentioned earlier. There was drama and a constant feeling that this fight could erupt to a Bo Holyfield type of slugfest. As always with two fighters, where the weight difference is that big, it takes something special for the good little to beat a good biggin. And Tyson Fury isn't just good, he is a fantastic fighter. The thing is, Oleksandr Usyk isn't just fantastic, he is a once-in-a-generation talent. And that's what made this undisputed Fury-Usyk fight so special.
I believe I won that fight. I believe he won a few of the rounds, but I won majority of them.
In reality, the complete opposite happened in that ring. If you watch this Fury-Usyk fight, especially without commentary, this fight was competitive, yet not close. Now, the media, especially on the Zone's broadcast, were absolutely biased in favor of Tyson Fury. I personally believe Tyson Fury was never in control in this Fury-Usyk fight. Now, Fury-Usyk had some false narratives many people seemed to believe in. You'd hear pundits saying,
I thought Fury was in control of the fight, I thought he looked fantastic, and then the fight turned. Said I struggled to give Usyk more than 1 or 2 rounds of the first 6. That's how I scored it.
I thought after 8 rounds I had it even, and then Usyk did his thing, he wouldn't quit, and the knockdown made the difference.
I mean, no offense, but what fight were these people watching? There are multiple vids online that show the actual punches landed per round, and so statistically and factually, Oleksandr Usyk won the vast majority of rounds in the Fury-Usyk fight. The rounds Tyson Fury won were competitive with the exception of round 6, which Tyson Fury clearly won, in my opinion. Other than that, Usyk won at least 7 out of the 8 rounds clear cut, including the 10-8 round in round number 9. So the first 3 rounds I personally scored it for Usyk based on effective aggression, setting the pace, putting Fury on the back foot, constantly pressuring the Gypsy King, scoring with volume and doing the much cleaner work. Then rounds 4 to 6 to me were Tyson Fury's, with Fury doing great work to the body, and that massive mean uppercut where the momentum switched in the Englishman's favor. Usyk survived round 6, recovered, and took it slow in round 7, but then started to switch it around from round 8 onwards. And just as Daniel Dubois and Anthony Joshua experienced, Usyk gets better in the later rounds. Fury-Usyk would be no exception. Not only did Usyk push the pace more, Tyson Fury had spent so much energy in the middle rounds, on top of being pressured in the early rounds, not just physically but also mentally. Started the fight with his hands low, not to showboat, but to regain energy from the bursts in the middle rounds. From round 8, there was hardly any round, maybe round 12, that you could give Tyson Fury in my opinion, but because Tyson Fury was the bigger man by close to 40 pounds, because of this super heavyweight power that he has over Oleksandr Usyk, I felt Tyson Fury was always in the fight, always posing a threat, which kept Fury-Usyk competitive. But if there was a fighter who actually was in control, it sure was Oleksandr Usyk. Number 4, round 9. Fury-Usyk will forever be remembered for this round. A typical "where were you when Usyk knocked down the giant" in round 9 of Fury-Usyk.
Stop it! No! Oh! Oh, Fury hurt!
Fury's hurt! Fury's hurt! Uh-oh!
Fury hurt bad! He's going down! Fury! He's down!
Get off him! Get off him! Get off him!
Oh my God! Stop the fight!
The exclamation mark that eventually became the tiebreaker on the judges' scorecard, specifically Mike Fitzgerald, the American judge who scored the fight 114-113 in favor of Usyk, which in my opinion was way too close for my likings. I personally thought the referee Mark Nelson was not at fault completely to allow the fight to continue. because this was for the undisputed fight dealing with two undefeated fighters. What the ref did wrong, in my opinion, was not calling a knockdown when they occurred. If the ropes keep the fighter up, that's a knockdown. Usyk's first combination sent Fury backwards, and since the rope kept Fury up, that should have been ruled a knockdown. Then Oleksandr Usyk proceeded to beat Fury from pillar to post, literally. With another moment, referee Mark Nelson could have called a knockdown, yet he didn't. Former two-weight world champion David Haye weighs in.
I thought first and foremost the fight should have got stopped, I think in the 9th round, where Tyson was supposed to, I don't know why the referee gave him a count. I understand they say that if the ropes keep you up, that means if anybody's on the ropes getting hit, the referee should jump in and give him a count. The referee should have let him either finish him off or stop the fight. It seemed like a fair and square stoppage from my point of view. I've seen fights stopped. If Tyson Fury was doing this to Usyk, the referee would have probably stopped it. But for some reason, the referee stopped it and gave him a count and gave him a long 20-second count. The referee stopped him finishing his opportunity. That was the thing that really, everybody in ringside were really upset with the referee.
And even though Oleksandr Usyk beat Fury from pillar to post, literally, Fury was still able to keep himself up to the best of his abilities, given the circumstances. He made great use of the ring, leaning on the ropes to eventually lean on one of the corners, which was pretty savvy, given the damage Tyson Fury took in that exchange. Keep in mind, Tyson Fury is a 262-pound big man, and when you're that late in the fight, taking such punishment, it takes much more energy to rise up from the floor than it would being held by the post on the corner and receiving an 8 count. Say what you say about Tyson Fury, but the man's got a champion heart and historically proven powers of recovery, which was the case in Fury Usyk. During the fight, even prior to round 9, Tyson Fury kept touching his nose, and that was because Usyk did major damage even before the knockdown. And combined with the aforementioned point, there was just no way Fury could have taken the beating he took in the 9th of Fury Usyk and be crowned the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. Number 5, pound for pound, all-time great. Oleksandr Usyk has once again proven how much of a special, once-in-a-generation talent he is, who started his pro career at cruiserweight. Coming up to heavyweight, slaying 2 giants in or close to their primes, Usyk was able to visibly hurt both of them, in the case of former 2-time unified world champion AJ in 2 fights, all while being on the road with the boxing establishment seemingly against him. Both split decision wins over Anthony Joshua in their rematch, and this undisputed fight, Fury Usyk, proved one thing. Even with the stacks against him, Usyk not only found a way to win, Oleksandr Usyk was actually so dominant that even if the fix was in, the story shows he was better on the night and the judges couldn't job him. Because honestly speaking, Fury Usyk was not close in my opinion. Usyk outsmarted, outboxed, and outpunched the Gypsy King, a guy weighing near 40 pounds more than Usyk. To put that into perspective, that is the difference between a heavyweight and a middleweight. Think about that. A great small man coming to heavyweight, toppling a great super heavyweight. But this is a great small man that happens to be a pound for pound level all-time great. Fury Usyk will be remembered as the ultimate personification of pound for pound. Both men seem to want this rematch, even though Fury Usyk 2 or Usyk Fury 2 won't be for undisputed. Props to Tyson Fury for giving his best on the night of Fury Usyk, but this was a bit of a judgment for Tyson Fury, the person, because remember, not only did he mess the boxing world about for years, promising the undisputed world championship years ago against Anthony Joshua, but he also messed Team Usyk about. Fury stalled this fight for 2 years and even postponed Fury Usyk earlier in 2024. So Oleksandr Usyk is well in his right to just ignore the rematch and walk off into the sunset because he has nothing else to prove. But let us know what you think. What were your thoughts on Fury Usyk? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and we will go more into the aftermath of Fury Usyk here on Ringside Stories. If you're new to this channel and you haven't already, feel free to subscribe, thumbs up, and hit the notification bell as it helps grow this channel, i.e. inspire me to make more quality content for y'all. If you've done that already, you're amazing. We already know that. You are the true undisputed world champion. Till next time, Ringsiders, this is your host, Boxing's Objective Observer, Ringside Stories. Thanks for watching, and have a legendary day.